This is a typical Thanksgiving feast. And this is a typical Thanksgiving receipt. In this video, I'm going to attempt to find all of the ingredients I need to cook my entire Thanksgiving feast for under $100. Now, I've put together a list of standard items for a Thanksgiving meal, along with all the ingredients that I will need for them. Of course, the pie has to come right after the turkey before everything else. Rules. Rule number 1. I must find everything I need for this feast at the stores. The only thing that I cannot add the price of from the store are things that are obviously staples like sugar and spices. 2, it must be enough food to feed at least 8 people. And 3, this challenge must be duplicatable by anyone. That means no using coupons, no going to stores that require membership like Costco, and no going to local grocery stores that are not available nationwide. Let's get shopping. Aldi is known for their insanely low prices, and they claim that they actually charge pre-inflation prices, but we'll see if that still holds true in 2025. Now, I've actually shopped at Aldi before, and their food is pretty decent, but I don't know if I can get absolutely everything I need for this Thanksgiving meal only at Aldi, so we'll see, and if not, I can always go to other stores. All right, I'm in the store. I don't remember what the layout of the store is because it's been so long since I've been here, but let's see what I can find on this list. I just remembered something I forgot to put on my list, and that is the gravy, which I can make from the turkey juices, but I will need to pick up a bag of onions for that to work. The cheapest bag of onions they have is $1.65 for 3 pounds. That looks like it's the best I'm gonna do. It's a few weeks out from Thanksgiving yet, so I'm not gonna buy all this stuff yet, but I'm gonna write down all the prices on my list and then add it up for each store to make sure I'm still within the budget. All right, I found the cranberry sauce. Looks like it's $1.59 per can, and that should be enough to feed 8 people. So I'll add that to the list. Okay, these are the cheapest potatoes I found. They are $3.25 for 10 pounds. That's a pretty good deal. Okay, so Aldi is a little bit limited in the number of different products that they sell. Like these eggs here are only $1.96 per dozen, but this is the only selection of eggs they have. And it looks like a lot of them are broken maybe. The cheapest butter I'm seeing that is unsalted is right here. It's $3.29. A packet of cream cheese is actually a little bit cheaper. Now the butter would be for the pie crust and the dinner rolls. I would also need cream for those, or milk, but I would assume that most people already have those in their house as a staple, so that's not on the list. Boom, chicken broth for 99 cents. Okay, so I'm bumblebeing around the store a little bit because I don't know my way around yet. But next I need to find the baking aisle. That's where I'll find the majority of the things left on my list. Okay, the baking aisle's pretty big. The evaporated milk from the Aldi brand Baker's Corner is only 95 cents, and it looks like that is a 12-ounce can. Perfect. All right, here's the flour. Again, they only have one type of flour. 5 pounds is $2.19. And with that flour, I should be able to make all of the things that require it. I have found the heart of the Thanksgiving meal, turkeys, in the Butterball brand, which is actually a good brand. Okay, so like all of the turkeys were about the same weight. I think Aldi might be just asking Butterball for a specific weight. They were all about 16, 17 pounds, and they were 97 cents a pound. The cheapest one I found was $15.82, so that's the price that I'm gonna use. I found the white bread. You can get a big loaf for $1.39, and that will be for the stuffing. So I found the yeast packets back in the baking aisle. I don't know why I didn't see these before. They're $1.09, and you get 3 packets at once. They have both fast rising and active dry. I like the fast rising better though. So here are all the sausage options. They have a lot of sausage options compared to the limited number of options for some other products. So like they have all the patties, they've got the links, and down here the ground sausage, which is what we want. I'd say the ground mild sausage will do. $3.55. Let me wipe the frost off. For 1 pound. Actually, I don't think that'll be enough. So I would get 2 pounds. Now, when I think of pumpkin pie, I need whipped cream for it. So their whipped cream says extra creamy is $2.19, and that would be a lot cheaper than making it yourself. So that's why I would go with just getting a can of it pre-made. So I've been through the whole store and I've gotten everything on my list that I could find. I was really shocked at how many things I could get just at Aldi. Take a look. I completed the general items list. I don't know why I have turkey twice. I guess I just like turkey. So I got everything I needed for the turkey, for the pie, for the stuffing, and for the rolls and the mashed potatoes. All I need is the corn on the cob and the can of pumpkin puree. I think both are seasonal items, so a smaller store like this definitely wouldn't have them, but I'm hoping the next store will. Well, I actually did really, really well at Aldi. I did not expect to find everything that cheap. Everything that I found there on my list came out to a total of $43.46. So hopefully, even with the things I'll need to get at the next store or find at the next store, I'll still be way within budget, and there'll be a little bit of extra room for any staples that somebody may not have. On to the next store. Also, I just want to say that this video is in no way sponsored by Aldi or any of the stores in this video, but I want to give a shout out to Aldi, 1 for their prices, but also 2 for letting me film in their store. All right, so now I am at Target, if you couldn't tell by the red shopping carts behind me. Actually, one year when me and my family needed to pick up some extra Thanksgiving ingredients, we went to Super Target thinking maybe they'll have them, and actually we found that they had a lot of the stuff that we needed. So this has been a great find for me. Now, I thought that I was going to a Super Target because that's what the Apple Maps listing said, but on the building it doesn't say a Super Target. I thought I was going to a different one, but we'll see if they have what I need here. Looks like turkeys here right now are 2 cents more expensive per pound than Aldi. All right, so I was having trouble finding the pumpkin puree before. I walked right past it in the baking aisle, but I looked at the website and I found it. It's $1.29, and I only need, oh, these are pretty destroyed actually. I only need 1 15-ounce can for a pie. I figure if you're on a budget and you're trying to have a Thanksgiving meal for under $100, making 1 pie with 8 slices for 8 people isn't that bad. They still all get 1 slice. Also, it's nice to see that Target's playing Christmas music already in November. I have to mute it in this video for copyright reasons, but I like that they're playing Christmas music in November. All right, well, all I found in here was the pumpkin puree. They do not have the corn on the cob at this location. So it's time to move on to the next store. Now I just gotta find my way out. All right, so I've made it to Whole Foods Market. They were 2 miles from the Target that I just went to, and I'm pretty sure they should have the corn. Funny enough, I passed a Sprouts on the way here, but I don't know if they would have corn yet, and they're also really expensive. I don't know much about Whole Foods. I think all their stuff is supposed to be fresh and maybe organic, and I'm not sure if it's gonna be pricey or not. As you can see, this parking lot is very crowded. Like almost all the spots are filled. All right, you walk right into the produce section, so finding corn should not be too hard. All right, so I did not have any luck finding the corn in the produce section, which is really weird. I feel like 2 weeks before Thanksgiving, they should have corn already, but it might be in the refrigerated section, so I'm gonna check there. Okay, I was right. The sweet corn is in the refrigerated section of the produce section. It's $4.99 for 4. Now we only need 8 to feed 8 people, but I feel like there should be some leftovers because there will be leftovers of the other stuff, not the pie, but. So I think 16 cobs of corn is a fair amount. And the list is finally complete. All right, so now that I have everything, let's take a look at the final cost. I told you what the price of everything at Aldi was. The can of pumpkin puree was $1.29, which I showed at Target. And like I said before, the 4 packs of 4 ears of corn came out to $19.96. They were the most expensive thing, more expensive than the turkey actually. And the final cost was $64.71. That was extremely cheap. And I think that even if there were a few staples that I should have found and added to the cost, there's still plenty of room for those. Or if you wanted to get a bigger turkey or whatever. And if you have coupons, then you can save even more money. So we learned that you can actually shop for an entire Thanksgiving feast for 8 people for under $100, actually well under $100. I hope this video was helpful for you. If you haven't already, please subscribe, like this video, and comment down below what you're thankful for this season. I will see you in the next video.